now you were able to say within yourself, "Hey, I'm gonna give my 100% to boxing in this way as a fighter." But you walked away at a time where it was comfortable for you. You know this better than I do, Uncle Jeff. That a lot of fighters they get into the sport of boxing even as a professional, and they don't know exactly when to walk away. But
Right.
you actually knew when it was your time to actually walk away. So when you walked away, at some point, you thought about becoming a trainer. What was that transition like coming from being a professional boxer and then having the process of thinking, you know what, maybe I want to train fighters? What was that process like?
Um. Okay. I'm gonna go back a little bit further first in how my transition into the pro boxing happened. Okay. When I was walking across the stage to get my diploma, my brother Roger called me and he said, "Are you coming to Vegas?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Okay." And so he flew me into Vegas. And the first thing he said is, I went to his house and he had a bunch of cars and he pointed to me and said, "That car is yours." I said, "What you mean that's my car?" And then he said, and then he took me to an apartment and he said, "That's where you're gonna be staying." And I'm like, "Staying what?" I said, "I'm just coming here to visit." He said, "No, you ain't coming to visit." He said, you come here to box." And then he took me to a jewelry store and said, "See that guy right there? That's your man." And so I kind of like just accepted everything and stuck with it. And then you know, everything was in place, and I guess there was no reason for me to say I don't want to do it. And now this is my opportunity, to take that chance to see how far I was going to go. But my transition as a trainer, I actually fell in love with because one of the first fighters that I ever trained in in boxing was a good friend of mine, and and I took him all the way to a world title fight, and and like I said, this is my very first fighter. So I said to myself, I think I belong here, and so I fell in love with the side of boxing as a trainer, but not so much as a fighter. Um, I did okay as a fighter. I mean, I got a minor world title, but it wasn't a title that I wanted. But still, I represented some organization, and so I was proud of that. But when I got to the other side where I started training fighters, yeah, my passion um it showed up, and that's why I'm still in boxing. I mean, all these years by having my degree or anything else, I used my degree probably one time, and that was I helped design like some jewelry for my manager, and that's basically the only graphic thing I've done. And since then, I've been stuck in boxing.
I mean, that's a blessing. I mean, Jeff, I mean, what you said, and I know that we have viewers all around the world that can attest to this. We all wish we had a brother, a cousin, a friend, particularly a brother like your brother Roger, who flew you out to Vegas, made sure you already had a car, told you this is gonna be your car, took you to a place and said this is gonna be where you're gonna be living at, took you to the jewelry store and said this is gonna be your boxing manager. You're coming out here to box. He was basically setting you up to be a professional boxer, so to speak.
Yes, definitely. But I think more so it was our relationship because, like I said, we were so close growing up. I think he missed it just as much as I did. And so when he seen an opportunity to have a way for me to still be around him, I think he just in his mind he said, "Oh, okay, well, you're gonna stay here by becoming a professional fighter." That's how close we were.
Wow. So as a trainer, and you just being so close with your brother, and obviously your other brother, Roger, not Roger, Floyd, Mr. Floyd Senior, just all three of you guys being around each other. What was the environment like for all three of you guys, you, Roger, Floyd, in the good old days, talking about boxing? Like, did y'all ever have those conversations like who your favorite fighter was and who would do this to this fighter and like regular boxing talk that we all
No,
have
no, yes,
today?
yes, we did, but it's kind of funny. It's because Floyd Senior, is a lot older. So me and Roger would sit down, and by this time he had already turned pro. So we sitting down, we're watching fights, and Roger saying stuff that to me don't seem real, but he had that kind of confidence in himself. Basically we was watching the Olympics, and Roger, you would see certain fighters, and you'd be like, "I'll beat him," and I'm thinking to myself, because I mean I don't know the process of Olympics or anything like that, so I'm thinking like, "Dude, you crazy? You can't beat them dudes." so and, and basically he never did get a chance to really fight those guys. I mean, he did fight Colonel Whitaker, but what I'm saying is that he achieved a lot more than a lot of those guys that ever went to the Olympics. He became a three-time world champion. So I mean, that's a big deal. And he went up 3 weight classes.
Yeah, I mean, most of us hardcore boxing fans, we know this, but your brother Roger, God rest his soul, R.I.P. Roger Mayweather, he was truly the Mexican assassin, so to speak.
Right.
Where did that name come from? From him just dominating and defeating all the Mexican fighters that they put in front of him. Did he dub himself that, or did the media call him that? Like, how did that
I'm,
name come up for him?
I'm pretty sure it probably came through someone saying it probably at a fight or something or announcer maybe. But yes, it became um one of his boxing names. So
The
and
Black Mamba being another one. The
and
Black Mamba, of
yes,
course.
yeah, he fulfilled, but he fulfilled it